Hey guys, how are you today? I hope you're well. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will subscribe, and I hope you are enjoying some of the thoughts I'm putting down. Today I want to talk about middle ground in a time of separation. I've always been a believer that a balanced life is a better life than an extreme life either way, and so I still hold to that, and that's really part of what I'm saying. However, today we do see an extremity of particularly left-leaning thinking and some of the things it's doing. And today the thought comes to my mind, and it's the white pill, that there are seasons where God separates and harvests, and I think that is happening today. I don't agree with the COVID-19, as I've said before. I think it's an issue, and I think it's a serious issue, but no more than influenza and other things that take many people's lives on a yearly basis. It's another topic. I won't get sidetracked with that. However, I do believe the way we've approached it and responded to it as a human race, God is using to really judge the world and shape the world around. And ideas do that. Ideas can polarize you, or you can try and see it through and look at it. So in my life, I've always been middle right. I'm lean towards the right. I'll err on that side. My eldest son, Josh, he's middle left, probably he would say that to me. And so we could disagree on things, we could apply things, but over in principle, we wouldn't be miles apart because we're in that realm, and that's a wise life. That's where life, I think, is supposed to be lived. And what's happening today in society, we see this, the harvest of the wheat and the tares. So the wheat is sown in a field in Matthew chapter 13. During the night, somebody comes in and sows what's called tares, which are, it's a weed, basically. And until it grows up, you won't know what it is, and it looks like wheat until that time. And that's why the harvester says no. They say, let's go out and weed the thing and pull them out. And he says, don't do that, because in pulling up the tares, you might pull up wheat as well and destroy that which is good. And I think in any time, there's ideas that I've thought weren't so good that have turned out to be good. And there's ideas that I thought were bad have turned, and vice versa in terms of that. And that's part of life. But basically, society in the West, whether we like it or not, you can argue the toss and try and rewrite history, but it has followed a Judeo-Christian ethic. And those values have created a balance. Yes, there are extremities. There have been white extremities and, white supremacists, which have, I think, has been renounced and rejected. And in all honesty today, I could say the same about black supremacy. It seems to be in reverse. So what is happening is, in this idea of separation, one of the most obvious things about separation of the left is I'm pro-life. I'm unashamedly pro-life. I don't believe in abortion. However, I'm not going to argue with the first semester and an abortion for reasons of health, etc., etc. So I'm not a extremity. Don't have extremity in my thinking. However, to be able to abort a child at 9 months, come on, give me a break. That is unreal, and that is what is happening. That's just one of the kind of platform of things that has been promoted. Pedophiles being accepted is another thing that's being pushed now because of the transgender and the LGBT and all of that. It's a sexual orientation to have the hots for kids. Give me a break. I'm not going to buy it. However, I still am not going to become extreme the other way. I'm going to stand in the middle ground. But it is a time for the silent majority to stand up and speak up and say enough is enough. The election in the States is very interesting. To me, once upon a time, election in the States, Democrats and Republicans, one is right-leaning, the other is left-leaning. Like in Australia, you have Liberals and Labor, we call it, same kind of scenario. And I've never worried about changing of the guard in terms of politics, because I don't think anybody's got it all, because most people usually stay around the middle. But it is interesting to watch what's happening there, where ideas are being harvested and shown for what they are. I've talked about that in the past, I won't get sidetracked. However, today, that's the white pill. It's God's job to harvest. Don't you do it. And let him show things for what they are, but remain balanced in your life in the middle. God bless you. Take care.